Seve Ballesteros is almost 55, but the rumors about his legendary feuds still echo through golf history. The fiery Spaniard who turned the Ryder Cup into warfare, the man accused of cheating by Americans, the golfer who coughed during opponents' swings and changed the rules of engagement forever. But behind the controversy was a fighter whose battles extended far beyond any fairway. How did golf's most daring magician transform from a teenage caddie into Europe's greatest warrior, only to face his toughest opponent in a hospital room? Let's start at the beginning. Seve Ballesteros began his professional journey at just 16 years old in March 1974. This wasn't some privileged kid from a country club. This was a Spanish teenager with raw talent and unlimited hunger. His breakthrough came 2 years later at the 1976 Open Championship. Seve finished second at Royal Bergdahl as a complete unknown. The golf world had never seen anything like him. That performance launched something extraordinary. Sev won the European Tour Order of Merit that same year. Then he did it again and again, 6 times total, setting records that stood for years. His consistency was legendary. Sev secured at least one tournament victory each year for 17 straight years. Think about that, 17 years of winning. His final European Tour victory came at the 1995 Peugeot Spanish Open, capping a career with 50 European Tour titles. But Sev wasn't just winning tournaments. He was revolutionizing how golf was played. His style was unlike anything the sport had ever seen. Gary Player said he could manufacture shots like a genius. Jack Nicklaus observed that Sev invented shots around the green. Tiger Woods stated his creativity and inventiveness on the golf course may never be surpassed. Ben Crenshaw famously confessed that Sev played shots he didn't even see in his dreams. This wasn't normal golf. This was artistry with a golf club. Sev's short game was magical. His putting was exceptional. His recovery shots defied logic. He could escape seemingly impossible lies and turn disasters into birdies. Opponents never knew what to expect. How do you prepare for someone who invents shots during the round? The majors tell the real story. Sev's golden era produced 5 major championships between 1979 and 1988. Each victory was historic. His first came at the 1979 Open Championship. Sev became the first continental European to win since 1907. The tournament showcased his improvisational genius perfectly. On the 16th hole, he drove his ball into a car park. Most players would panic. Seve played it onto the green and made birdie. That shot captured everything about his daring style. The 1980 Masters tournament changed everything. Sev became the first European to win at Augusta National. At just 23 years old, he was also the youngest Masters winner at that time. This victory broke psychological barriers. European golfers finally believed they could compete and win on American soil. Seve proved it was possible. His second Masters title came in 1983. He won by 5 shots in a rain-delayed finish. Seve became the last golfer to win the Masters on a Monday. The 1984 Open Championship at St. Andrews was deeply personal. He described his winning putt on the 18th green as the happiest moment of his whole sporting life. His final major came at the 1988 Open Championship at Royal Lytham. Sev shot a final round 65 that included an eagle and 6 birdies. He called it perhaps the best round of his entire career. 5 majors, each one historic, each one proving that European golf had arrived. But Seve's greatest impact came in team competition. The Ryder Cup became his battlefield. His individual brilliance revitalized the European team completely. Before Sev, Europe couldn't compete with America. After Seve, everything changed. He led Europe to victory in 5 Ryder Cups as a player and captain. His partnership with Jose Maria Olazabal stands as the most successful in Ryder Cup history. They posted 11 wins and 2 halves from 15 matches. Jack Nicklaus called him probably the most passionate Ryder Cup player ever. Miguel Angel Jimenez said Seve's passion for the Ryder Cup was unique. Manuel Pinheiro stated that Seve made it possible for Europe to compete on equal terms and change the competition forever. That passion led to controversy. The 1991 Ryder Cup at Kiowa Island became known as the War on the Shore. Tensions exploded between Sev and the Americans. During the opening match, Seve noticed Chip Beck had changed golf balls mid-round. This violated foursomes rules. The referees missed it initially, but later admitted their mistake. When confronted, Paul Azinger defended their team by saying they made a mistake but weren't cheating. Seve's response became legendary. He said it had nothing to do with cheating because cheating and breaking the rules were 2 different things. This quote revealed his strategic mindset. Sev understood rule nuances better than his opponents. The Americans also accused Sev of deliberately coughing during their backswings. This led to direct confrontations on the course. Raymond Floyd and Fred Couples complained about his tactics. The media labeled Seve the king of gamesmanship. But was this really cheating, or was it psychological warfare? The tension had been building for years. In 1989, Seve and Azinger clashed during their singles match. Seve wanted to replace his ball ball on the second green, claiming it was cut. Azinger disagreed and called the referee. The referee sided with Azinger. This decision visibly angered Seve and soured their relationship permanently. These weren't isolated incidents. They revealed Seve's competitive philosophy. He would exploit any advantage within the rules. He understood that golf was as much mental as physical. His opponents couldn't anticipate his moves. They couldn't prepare for his creativity. This psychological pressure became part of his legend. Lee Trevino summarized Seve's complete package perfectly. He said Seve had everything: touch, power, know-how, courage, and charisma. That combination was devastating in team competition. Seve transformed the Ryder Cup from a gentlemanly exhibition into an emotional battleground. The drama and intensity he created made it must-watch television. George O'Grady stated directly that Ballesteros was the inspiration behind the European Tour. Seve's groundbreaking victories, especially his Masters wins, shattered psychological barriers. European golfers gained new confidence. His charismatic presence provided a rallying point. He transformed European golf from underdog status into a formidable force. But Seve's career faced serious challenges. Back problems plagued him throughout his playing days. The pain was persistent and severe. By the late 1990s, his condition worsened considerably. The chronic pain impacted his sleep and practice time. He could feel the pain even during putting strokes. At age 35, Seve withdrew from the Balearic Open due to severe back trouble. He confessed that he just prayed to finish his rounds every day. Despite a brief comeback in 1991, winning multiple titles including the British Open, his back problems proved insurmountable. His competitive appearances became increasingly sporadic in the 2000s. The relentless pain forced his retirement from professional golf in 2007 at age 50. His final victory had been 12 years earlier. The physical demands of his improvisational style had taken their toll. A career built on athletic brilliance was undone by bodily limitations. Then came a devastating blow. In 2008, Seve collapsed at Madrid airport and again outside a restaurant. Doctors diagnosed a malignant brain tumor twice the size of a golf ball. The man who had battled Americans on golf courses now faced a fight for his life. Seve's response showed the same fighting spirit that defined his golf career. He underwent 4 operations and 19 hours of surgery plus chemotherapy. Despite his personal struggle, he launched the Seve Ballesteros Foundation in June 2009. The organization assists cancer research and supports financially challenged junior golfers. Even while battling disease, he thought of others. Seve described his survival as a miracle, but the aggressive cancer proved too strong. On May 7, 2011, Severiano Ballesteros passed away peacefully at his home in Spain. He was 54 years old. His death prompted global tributes from the golf world. Nick Faldo called him the greatest show on earth. Tiger Woods said his creativity and inventiveness may never be surpassed, adding that his death came much too soon. Jack Nicklaus remembered him as a great champion, friend, entertainer, and ambassador whose enthusiasm was unmatched by anyone who ever played the game. Jose Maria Olazabal highlighted what impressed him most about Seve: his strength, fighting spirit, and passion for everything he did. That fighting spirit wasn't confined to golf. It extended to life's greatest challenges. The Seve Ballesteros Foundation demonstrated his commitment to helping others during his darkest hour. Seve was far more than a golfer. He was a global phenomenon whose flair and charisma captivated audiences worldwide. His creativity fundamentally redefined shot-making, inspiring generations of players. His impact on European golf was monumental, transforming it into a global powerhouse. Despite his career being tragically cut short, Seve's unmatched enthusiasm and indomitable fighting spirit left an indelible mark. His legacy isn't just trophies won, but emotions stirred and inspiration provided. Fellow Spaniard Pablo Larrazabal believed that in some way, Seve will never die. That testament speaks to his enduring legend and permanent place in golf history.